As you know, the government has changed, and from 1st of April 2018, the minimum wages is going to go up to $16.50 and eventually going to be $20 per hour. We created this video to show you the effect of these changes in the small medium businesses. One disclaimer though, this is not a political video, so don't go political on our video, and it is simply explaining the effects of these changes. I'm going to go through the little calculator that we created, which you can download from the link below, and you can play with it with your numbers for your business, and I can show you how it's going to affect your business. And after showing you the calculator, I'm going to tell you how you can be prepared for these changes. Make sure your business is not going to be affected. Here's our very simple calculator. As you can see, the red cells are the ones that you can change based on your business, and we have 4 different columns that you can play and plug in different numbers to see what you can change to improve the result. Your turnover will be on this line, so whatever is your turnover, bear in mind everything that we're talking here is excluding GST, so that would be your turnover exclude GST. The net margin is what is the percentage of your turnover that is your profit. If you don't know that amount, ask your accountant or have a look at the average of your last 3 years to see how much is the percentage of your net profit compared to your turnover. In this case, we use 8% just for sake of example. That is the number of the staff that you have on the minimum wages. So it's not all your staff. The only staff that you have on minimum wages, which at the moment is $15.75. So we're looking at increase of that to $16.50, and the difference for the year is going to be $7,800 plus the 3% KiwiSaver if they are on a KiwiSaver. So the effect is going to be $8,034, which is quite a bit of money for small medium businesses. And it reduces your net profit to $31,966 from $40,000. I just wanted to demonstrate how it's going to affect your cash flow as well, because profit is one thing and cash flow is another thing. So you might make a lot of profit because you have a huge loans, you're not having much cash left in business. In this case, we're just assuming that you purchase a business and you're paying $2,000 per month in principal of the loan that you borrowed from the bank or lender. Obviously the interest has been already calculated as expense, and it's recorded because we're looking at the net profit, but the principal wouldn't be an expense, so it's never been recorded. So $2,000 you have to pay the principal of the loan, so that's $24,000. So you end up paying the tax on the $31,966. But the fact is, you're gonna have $7,966 in your pocket, and that's gonna be the effect of it. The other tab, it's gonna explain to you how it's gonna be at $20. So if we look at the same scenario, you see how different it's gonna be. So the same scenario, exact same turnover, same percentage, same number of the staff. And suddenly your total additional cost is going to be $45,526, which is more than your net profit in this scenario that we're talking about. So suddenly from a profit situation of $40,000, you're coming to a loss situation of $5,526. So you see the negative figure in front of the number. And if we make the same assumption that you're making a $2,000 principal payment, you will see that you have to top up your loan or come up with the money from somewhere to pay $29,526 from somewhere. As you can see, again, you can play with these numbers and see how that's going to affect. So the main things that you can change your net margin, so manage your expenses very well, increase your turnover, and these are the different ways that you can change it so you'll be less affected. As you saw in the calculator that I show you, if your business is relying on low wages, minimum wages of staff, you're going to be affected by this change of rule from 1st of April 2018. In order to make sure that you're not going to be affected, you have to see either increasing the sales, so using the same amount of the staff to increase the sales or increase the price if you wish, or on the other side you can make sure that your staff are working more efficiently. So instead of hiring more staff, have lesser staff with the higher wages, which usually is more motivating, because if you can pay a staff $20 rather than a $16.50 in the first place, they're going to be more motivated, and if you put the right leadership in your team, then you would be able to have a better business, happier staff, and have a better profit as well.